Good afternoon. Listen, you have been waiting. You have been waiting. You have been waiting. We have started our syndication here. Let's go shopping, right? No, I'm kidding. This this is basically give you some tips, tools, and tactics for those who have been on the plow with us at 5:30 in the morning. You know that we come on early in the morning, and we usually talk about God. We're talking about the Bible, and I was having a conversation using as an example as far as having a conversation regarding a mattress selection for a young lady who asked me, I don't know how to purchase, like which one to get and whatever. So we were going over that. And so when I said that, a bunch of people lit up in the comments and was like, hey, we are wanting to know the same information. So I said I was going to take out some time today and kind of give you some tips, tools, and tactics that'll help you in your next process for purchasing a mattress. All right. For those wondering, how do you know? You're not no expert. You not know. You a preacher. No, I was in sales for years, doing that of sales for that of Sleep Train. I sold beds for mattress discounters. I did that for actually about 3 or 4 years. So that was in my early 20s. But that information is still etched in my head. You know, when you did some hundreds of times, you done made a bunch of sales and stuff. You know what it is to do that. And so that's what we did. So yes, I'm coming on this afternoon. That way this will be archived. You'll be able to go back, find it, look for it on Facebook and YouTube. We even have it on LinkedIn today. So you'll be able to find it on all three places. My name is Dominic Campbell for those who don't know me. And let's have fun. Let's do something new that we're calling Let's Go Shopping, right? And so we want to walk alongside you in this process to help you to figure out how to do this. So when you go in there, you're informed. You got a little insider information. Off top, I need to say this. When you're looking at those JCPenney's, Macy's catalogs, and they're saying they got an 80% off sale, don't fall for it. 9 times out of 10, their markup is so high at these locations. Unless they're shutting down a location and they're choosing to get rid of those mattresses for dirt cheap on clearance, their markup is very, very, very high. So that's one of the oldest tricks in the book, is that they say that they're having an 80% off sale. Of course, we will have people who will come in saying, yeah, because Macy's has it for 80% off. And I'm like, ma'am, if they had it for 80% off and we have it for $200 cheaper, somebody's not telling you the truth. Okay, so so you can't run a business like that, right? That's not you're not going to be very successful with your profit margins being eaten up that way. So that's number one, right? But the other portion that we really want to hone in on, right, is with all of these different manufacturers that you have, depending on your budget, right? I don't want you to run out of the store, right? The average mattress right now is going for about $2,000. Now they have mattresses that go all the way up to about $42,000. And I'll show you the difference between, those and the one you're getting for around $1,000, the one you might be purchasing for $700, $800. All these different factors and elements stack on top of each other to make a difference. All right. So if you have any questions, of course, you can put those in the comments. And I see Sister Sarnette is already saying, I've been waiting, LOL. So we were trying to get to this for a couple of days. I hadn't had the time. They've been calling me into work and all kind of stuff. But I said I was going to come back. I promised the people that I would. And so I'm here, right? And then I got another one I'm doing later this evening. After dinner, I'm going to talk about the new health and wellness business that I just launched on part of a team called Kingdom Wealth Group. So I'm excited for what God is doing. He's expanding our territory. And yes, let's get into mattress selection, what to do, which one to choose, which one to get that's in a decent price range. Okay, so this is great because I actually just purchased one recently because we just moved, right? And so I could tell you what that experience was firsthand. And I could also help you to understand what's going to get you a better night's sleep, depending on several factors. No mattress is going to get you a better night's sleep. First of all, if you're not eating healthy, if you're eating late and you're doing all this, you're gonna have a hard time going to sleep with indigestion. That ain't your bed. That's you making bad selections for eating, right? And I'm guilty. We eat late sometimes, leaving and doing stuff and whatever. But having a better night's sleep is all going to be pertaining to your health, but it's also going to be pertaining to that of which way you sleep, why you choose to sleep that way, what's the most comfortable for you, all those type of things. So let's get into it. I'm gonna share my screen so that you'll be able to follow along with me really quickly. Let's go to Amazon. Let's have a little fun on there. Let me make sure I spell that right. And let's go on Amazon and let's do a little shopping. Now, I'm gonna show you kind of what the average person would do when they're looking for a bed, right? And so when you're here and you're shopping for a mattress, right? The average individual is going to come on Amazon, right? They're gonna type in mattress. More than likely, you're gonna click your budget. So let's say your budget is between 1,000 and 2,500. Okay. Okay. So now you're here, and when you're clicking through these different things, I want you to see they have the Nest mattress here. They have 7 Sun, which is a split king, which usually you would do a split king like this one here. You should be able to see it. You would do one like this if you wanted to basically have an adjustable base underneath it, which is where you could raise your head up and raise your feet up if you needed to. That would help you, especially for women who are pregnant. That is absolutely a critical component to your development, and it is essential to your health and wellness and for those who have inflammation in their feet really bad, being able to elevate your feet will also make sure that your feet won't be swollen. You won't have like elephantitis, or your ankles won't really be swollen because you're able to lift up the bottom of your mattress there. So those are the type of things for those particular things. I'll go over that with you as well. And it already feels like just within the first few minutes, we're going to have to do this a few times. So it's fine. Okay. So I just want to show you that really quick. My apologies, family. It disconnected really quick. Okay, there we go. So let's go back here. Let's put this back on the screen. Cool. Okay, so let's go out of this and let me show you. Okay, let's go here. Let's go back in this window. That's what we were trying to do before. And let's say you're wanting to choose a mattress that's, let's say $1,200. Okay, so you're going to see. Matter of fact, let's look at this one. So if you're sleeping on your side, let's talk about this really quickly. If you are sleeping on your side, then you're going to want to have typically something. The firmness you're going to want to have is usually like a firmness that is. Let's go here to this image. Make sure it's bigger. And yes, the firmness you're going to want to have if you're sleeping on your side is that of a firmness that is kind of like a hybrid firmness. So what they usually call that is like a luxury firm or a medium pillow top, like a firm pillow top. Typically, if you sleep on your side, that's what you're going to want, right? 98% of people are not back sleepers. Most of us sleep on our side and our stomachs. The way we should sleep is on our back, right? So you should sleep on your back. And when you're going through this process of selection, of course, you're going to go in the store, you're going to try it out. But that's why they give you those guarantees in the store, because they know that the initial time that you are actually purchasing your mattress is going to, and Miss Pam, make sure you tag Lady Yvonne Lattimore in this as well, because she was asking as well. But when you're selecting your mattress, you want to make sure, right, that you are selecting something that's going to match the firmness that you're looking for. The other part is you want to make sure that you get a solid base box spring, right? If you were to go with a cheaper box spring, you can. So side sleepers usually need something like in the medium range. So when you're going in the store, you're not going to want to necessarily want something super soft on you, because you're not going to have enough support going across your lumbar, right? Which is like the middle of your back. So you want to make sure that when you are selecting your bed that you have like a medium level of firmness, right? So that way it supports your shoulders, but it's not too bad on your hips and on your shoulders to where it's applying too much pressure because it's too firm, right? And we don't want you having to go to the store and then buying that little 2-inch topper because it's too firm and you too hot. And we'll deal with heat in a second. But I want to first talk about those who sleep on their sides, right? You also don't want something super soft, right? If you lay on your stomach. So you want to try to typically stay to like the medium firmness and up, if you need a little bit more support. Now, being like a guy of my size, where I'm 300 plus pounds, I'm 6'3", I need something that's going to give me a good amount of support. Now, several ways you can do that, right? You can increase your support by making sure you have a solid wood box spring. So if you notice, like if you purchase a Tempur-Pedic mattress, and I'll do that. If you were to purchase like a Tempur-Pedic mattress, which is usually a little more expensive, what happens is they always give you a solid wood base at the bottom because they know it's an all foam mattress. Now I know some of us are a little more, they lean towards more of a traditional mattress type, right? Others are kind of a little bit more modern. So you're starting to go for this all gel, all foam type of mattress because you want like that Tempur-Pedic feel because you experienced that. And for me, I love all gel and all foam mattresses. It makes a world of difference on your body. It makes a world of difference for your bed, the longevity. And usually the materials, if you can get a certain type of sheet, which I can go over with you as well, then it'll make it a better night's sleep for you, right? So pillows are a huge deal. Your thread count for your sheets is a huge deal. But at the end of the day, no matter how many different ways they try to tell you that it's going to be cooler and it's going to do all this other stuff, and you know, you buying all these pillows for these different measures and different things, the reality is you have to focus on, right, the main things, which are support for your back, right? You need the proper head positioning with your pillows there, and you're going to need something to make sure that you have it on a proper solid foundation, okay? So if you are going to spend, let's say you're going to spend, let's just talk about your box spring for a minute. If you are going to spend less than, let's say, $150 for a box spring, okay? If you're going to order from Amazon, my recommendation is to go for something like, matter of fact, I'll show it to you really quickly. It'll make it a little easier. But as you can see, they got this diagram right here, and I'll show you this. That's actually showing you, right, that if you lay on your side, right, it says have a happy medium, ideal for sleepers in a bed, great for those who like a balanced feel. When they say a balanced feel, what they're talking about is like you got the difference between plush, medium, medium firm, firm, extra firm. You want to stay in this medium range right here, right? So when you are selecting your bed, you want to stay in that medium range. The medium range allows you to sleep in all of these different ways. And on your back, if you sleep on your back, that's fine. If you sleep on your stomach, that's fine. If you sleep on your side, that's fine. And those are the different options that they give you. But usually your safest bet is going medium. Now, the cool part about it is most of these companies, right, when they are doing this and they're giving you the opportunity to have like those 120 days, can you give me one of those beds? Listen, cousin, I could absolutely get you one of those beds. This is my cousin Christine. She acting up on here already. But hi, baby, good to see you. But yeah, so this is an opportunity for you to figure out what you want to select. Matter of fact, I'll show you the bed that me and Lady Erica got so you can understand what I mean. Okay, so the bed we purchased was, what's the name of it? I got to think of it. It was, let me look. I'll find it in a second. But I want to show you this about these box springs really quickly so you can understand this. Do not, it is a Zenith. Yes, we learned this the hard way, okay? Because If you're going to spend less than $150, I recommend that you get a metal smart box spring. Okay. I don't sell beds no more, Uncle Paul, Uncle Cooley. I just I used to, right? So I'm just a couple of the saints asked me to help them with this process. So I just said I was gonna go live and kind of show them this process of how to select and what to select. I used to be like an assistant manager for Sleep Train several years ago and for Mattress Discounter. So I don't do this no more professionally, but I do have quite a bit of professional expertise when it comes to this because I did it so many times. So but yeah, when it comes to this, if you're going to spend less than $150, right, or about $200 or so for a box spring, I recommend going here and getting like this one here. Now you can adjust the height. So they got one that's 9 inches. Typically, you'll see one that's 5 inches. The other one is 2 inches, right? And so this is options that'll basically help you to understand, right, what it is that you are trying to get as far as a solid level of support, right? So this is a good one. Do not, I repeat, do not order the wood-based one because that Velcro strap on the side is going to come loose 49,000 times. And your bed, especially if you get all foam, you want to have it on something solid and something that's going to go across. You see these little metal bars here that's over my head. You want to have something solid that you're sleeping on. This right here, you want to have these, and you see how those are close. You see how those are pretty close together, right? So you could get one like this if you want to spend less than $200. If you got a king size, you're gonna spend about $150 if you get in a size less than a king size. Okay, so I want to show you that really quickly. Then you have some other ones that are available as well. So I'll go back really quickly and show you this. Again, the firmness you're probably looking for if you sleep mostly on your side is going to be about a medium feel, okay? So let's go back here and go to mattress. And again, if you ever got any questions, you can stop me at any point in time. If you want to spend $500 to $1,000, okay? Don't get too picky about how cool it's gonna be, how this is, whatever. I want you to focus on one thing, okay? I want you to focus on, right? If let's say you're going to spend up on a higher range here, if you want to spend $1,000, okay? 3 companies I recommend is going to be this Nectar here, Nectar. You're going to also want, where is it at? It is called Casper or Lull, Lull. Those are the 3 I recommend if you're going to go all foam mattresses, right? So if you're going to go all foam mattresses, you're going to want to go with those options. So there is one, matter of fact, I'll show you this one. That is a Lull mattress. Sometimes they'll be having specials. And the other cool part is if you go in the stores, when you go shopping in the stores, right? I need to feel the mattress out at the store before I buy it. I can't do the online purchase without testing first. Absolutely, I get that totally. And I recommend that too, right? But at the same time, I like my bed that I recently purchased. I ordered it and I never laid on it first, but that's only because I knew what I was doing, right? So I'm trying to give you the insight so that way you could, if you needed to select something and you needed to buy something for your kids for college, right? If you don't know like exactly which way they need to go, I'm telling you what to do. Order medium. Even if you don't get it out, even if they ship it to you and it's in the box. Mine came in a box. I took it out of the box. We cut it all out. I got an Eastern king size, right? Or a standard king size, right? So it came in a box. We cut it out of the box. It basically inflated itself. We basically put it out and over like basically in about 30 minutes or so, it was completely unraveled. And then we were able to set it all up and get it all going, right? So the one that I ended up purchasing, right? Yeah, you knew what you were doing. I don't have a clue. Exactly. So it's cool. And the other part is a lot of people haven't been mattress shopping in years. Right. And I say this all the time. I try to explain this to people all the time. Purchasing a mattress, you should be willing to spend more on your mattress than you do on your car. Why? Because you spend more time, or well, the average person spends more time in their bed than they do in their car. Right? But most people, if you walked into work tomorrow and said, I spent $40,000 on a mattress, you're gonna be like, man, you crazy. I ain't spending that much on no bed. That's ridiculous. But you're gonna spend $40,000 for a car you might be in 2 hours that day. Like what? It makes no sense. Now, if you plan to sleep in your car, that's a different testimony. That's a whole different story altogether. But that's a whole different thing. We ain't talking about that. We're talking about you getting a good night's sleep. Okay, so and it started to get soft. I had to return it to get affirmed. Now that does happen at times, right? And I will tell you. Paul Cooley is saying I bought a medium king once, right? And it started to get soft, and I had to return it to get a firm one. Now, if you know that with certain types of mattresses, right? Depending on your size and your build, that's why I said for a more heavy set man like me, I'm 300 plus pounds. I ended up getting it's called a luxury firm, like that. It's a luxury firm, so it's on the firmer side, right? But it has more of a plush feel just at the top there. So it's not a pillow top, which is usually like that extra piece that sit at the top. It's not a pillow top, but it's a little bit thicker with a slightly a softer foam pad on the top, but it's firm underneath, so it supports me well. The way I also helped to boost that support was I went with that metal box spring, right? So adding those two together, having a stronger level of support underneath, and then also getting something that's a little bit more firmer when you're a little bit bigger, right? Just being honest, you end up doing a lot better for yourself because it's going to support you better. Now, if you and I'm not trying to call out specific weight sizes, but I'm trying to tell you this because it'll make it easier to go into the store with a level of confidence. You're not tripping, you're not scared, you're not nervous, right? And that's the cool part. That's what I was getting ready to say too, is for the individuals who purchase your mattresses from, like, let's say Mattress Firm or wherever you get yours from. Usually they have a trial period that they'll give you, right, to try it out and to sleep on it long enough for you to be able to know this works for me or this does not work for me at all. Now, the cool part about it is the bed I just recently purchased, which is this low mattress here. If I'm not mistaken, it was low. No, it wasn't low. I'll tell you which one. I remember which one it is. It was a different one. We ended up going with a different one. Once we ended up getting ours, we had the ability to exchange ours after 1 year of sleeping on it. Okay, so with that being said, you're actually getting a longer period of time, right? Yes, sir. You're actually getting a longer period of time, right, where you are having to you're having the ability to try it out, and then if you need to return it, you can. Now, most stores, I don't think they have that level of guarantee. They may have changed it over time, but most stores don't do that. They only give you like maybe 4 months or so to try it out, and then if you got to figure it out within that time. The one we ended up getting was through a company called Nectar, right? And so Nectar was the one we ended up choosing, and that one is working out really, really well for us, right? Now that we got the proper box spring, now that we got the proper bed frame, like all those things make a difference as far as support is concerned, and it's working out well for us, right? So if you're a person who's saying, I need a harder edge because I like to sit up in my bed, then you're going to want to go with a spring mattress and not a memory foam mattress, right? Memory foam mattresses sink down on the edges because they don't have a hard edge that seals in the rest of the box springs, right? So if you're a person who sits on the side of their bed and does work, or yes, I did order mine through Amazon. And I'll explain to you why I did mine through Amazon versus going into the store. The reason I chose to do Amazon versus going into the store was because of the 1 year guarantee that I got from the company itself. And the other thing was I was also able to do the affirm process, right? So I didn't have to go in the store, wait for financing, all this other stuff. I was able to make that entire purchase from home, right? But that's because I knew I had, what I did was, and this is a smart way to do it sometimes too. If you're not going to have the time on a day where you just free, go to the mattress store. This is something I recommend. Go to a mattress store and just lay down on the option you think will be best. Try out the different options, see which one you want to get, and try out different options in different price ranges. So you'll know, okay, well, if I ain't got it right now, right, or if I only get approved for so much, then it'll be way easier. I could just turn around and say, what's your guarantee? How long do I get to try this out? Then find out who's going to extend that or make it longer, right? And then see which one is going to be able to get to you the fastest. Now, I ordered my bed on a Wednesday. My bed was to me by a Friday because I got Amazon Prime. So when I went into the store just to check, right, they weren't able to ship it to me for like 3 weeks because shipping is a huge deal. So that's something else that you can weigh out the pros and cons on as well, right? Because on Amazon, if you got Amazon Prime, they can ship you your bed way faster, a lot quicker, and those type of things, right? So those are, delivery is a huge deal of importance. Night's sleeping guarantees, right? They also will price match at certain locations that you go to as well. So if you find a deal that's a steal, you can go and you could take that, print it out, and then take it into the stores. They can verify, of course, and look online, but they will price match you at a lot of these stores. So if you find like a 20% off coupon or whatever the case may be, then that's a huge deal as well. So for me, I was able to get a discount from going on Amazon because I had a discount from the company itself, and I was able to get my bed delivered faster. And I was able to spend less than $1,000 for my mattress. And I got a king size. But that's because I got a deal and I did financing. So those are all factors, right? Where you now I'm planning to upgrade that over time, but I had to move quick. So I had to know how to maneuver. And my wife was like, well, how do you know who we're gonna choose and which one? She asked me a million questions. I'm like, baby, don't trip, I got it. Right. So it made it a lot simpler for her because she was like, well, I know he gonna take care of it because he used to do this. So I've helped several other families and churches do the same thing, right? So this is not anything new for me personally. He said, I don't like the sides, right? Because they sink, the edges sink. So should I stay away from the phones? If you like I said, if you like sitting on the side of your bed, right? And you don't want it to sink in, then I would absolutely recommend you not get a foam mattress. Do not go for a all foam mattress if you like to sit on the edge of your bed. You're gonna be mad, you're gonna be irritated all the time because it's designed to conform to your body, right? So for me, I don't like sitting on the edge because I don't like watching TV in my room. I'm a person who like to get up. Like I like to go to sleep in my room, and then if I want to watch TV or whatever, I usually get up out of the bed because it's uncomfortable for me because I need more back support. Being a bigger guy, you need more back support. So that bed ain't cutting it for me. I need to get up. Let me sit on something that's going to support me, right? And then I'm good to go, right? Them chairs got to be big boy certified for me. Amen. So, but yes. So, do we have any questions so far outside with what I've given so far? I hope this is helping. I know I'm a little rusty. I ain't did this in a long time, but I hope this information and this insight is helping, right? So I'll show you this. If you're getting like, let's say a queen size mattress, and you don't want to spend an arm and a leg because you ain't got it like that right now. You like, I want to spend less than $1,000. Nectar is a great option for that, right? Nectar is a great option for that. Again, it has certain cooling properties. It makes stuff a lot easier. And of course, they're showing you the diagrams, right? So this is why I do all of this, to show you directly what this is and what it looks like. Let me see if I can make it a little bigger so you can, that's okay, good. So let me show you this. Of course, it's showing you Nectar takes the pressure off your joints, off your muscles, your joints, and your back. Why? It's keeping your lumbar straight where you see this blue line here, right? It's showing you the pressure points. It's showing you the pressure points that it alleviates. And as you see, when you lay down, it's going to conform to your body. So you're getting these little peaks and valleys in that mattress. You want it. The reason that this is good for you is because you want to ultimately make sure that your back is going to be straight when you sleep on your side. That's good for your spine. That's good for your posture. You won't wake up with as many back aches. Now, if you spend cheaper, right, on a mattress, you're going to okay, let me just come full screen real quick. If you don't have it and you need to get something and you're getting up every morning and your back is aching and it's causing you problems, okay, let me explain to you the psychology and the logic behind how this is going to work for you. You're going to have to schedule chiropractic appointments, because otherwise your posture is going to be bad for 8 to 10 to 12 hours. If you work sitting in a chair all day, right, and then turn around and you're sleeping on a bed that's not helping you to alleviate those pressure points, and it's keeping your spine not in alignment. You kind of sleeping like you're too cradled, and you starting to get that hunchback a little bit in your sleep. You need additional support, right? For those who are not accustomed to sleeping in a particular position, one thing I always recommend is placing a pillow on the side that you tend to want to roll over on to get out of that place of comfort, right? So that's another little trick or another little hack, if you will. I call it the pillow hack, right? And so pregnant women who are pregnant usually do this with that large body pillow. They'll put it in between their leg and they lay that way because it's the best position for them, and it's going to be the best position for the baby at the same time, right? So yeah, those are some tips and tricks. But again, I'm gonna go back to this diagram real quick. Again, you want to make sure your back and your spine is straight here when you're asleep, so that you'll be alleviated and you won't have to keep getting up, not feeling like you're getting a great night's sleep. Now, for those who deal with insomnia, for those who deal with headaches, for those dealing with all kind of stuff, some of that can be caused by the pressure you are experiencing because you're not getting a good night's sleep. Okay, so the other side of that conversation is that some of that has nothing to do with your good night's sleep. That just has to do with what's going on with your mental. So I'm gonna come back on later about probably around like maybe 8 o'clock or so. Whenever I get back from dinner, I'm going to go live and I'm going to talk to us about some things that will help us to deal with some of these things that's going on with our minds, and how we're going to be able to sleep better because of us taking care of ourselves in a more healthy way during the day. Right now, I'm 300 plus pounds, but I'm in a process, right, of getting healthy and getting fit. I'm working on something right now called Operation Tire Removal, right? Because for me, I feel like my stomach sit around me like a tire and I want to get rid of it. Amen. So we're going to talk about Operation Tire Removal later tonight. So I'm going to invite you in on my journey in fitness, right? But your fitness and your wellness, sometimes just walking 30 minutes a day and drinking more water, and figuring out how to alleviate those areas of stress out of your life, right? I ain't playing, sister. I'm serious. But that's a whole nother conversation for another day. She laughing at my Operation Tire Removal, but it's serious. So yeah, those are different things that are necessary that's going to help you in your growth and your development as far as sleeping is concerned. I'm not the person who always recommends sleep aids. I'm not the pill popping person. I'm not taking, Tylenol and Advil and all this. My wife be like, boy, you got to take something. I don't want to take nothing. I don't. That's a whole nother conversation for another day. I don't necessarily trust the pharmaceutical industry to that level and degree like a lot of the saints do. I don't trust it. So I don't know. I'm not paranoid. I just know that I believe in something called chemical warfare. I don't think that everything that they're giving to us is necessarily for our benefit. It's to kind of keep us in this numb state that allows us to pass through the pain, and we get addicted to the prescription, and then we end up. Yeah, it's a whole other conversation. So you're giving good information. I'm still taking you to the store with me. I'm done. That's no problem. I if I'm able to get there, if I'm not working like a Hebrew slave, then yeah, I don't have no problem with going to the store to help the saints, or FaceTime me. You know what I'm saying? Either way, we could work that out. That's not a problem. Now, for those who are nervous about shopping because you don't want nobody to play with you and you don't want nobody to get over on you, and No, I mean, typically the way I do my due diligence is I go to Amazon first. I look up what the price range is. I'll go on other sites to see if their sale is actually going to be better than what they're actually offering in the stores. Like I said, I know that the price range is about $2,000 right now, and it's actually probably going. It's probably closer to 2,500 because of the pandemic. But $2,000 is a decent mattress, right? And remember, don't go in there being upset because you got to spend that level of money. And I'm gonna tell you why. So you don't go in there with sticker shock. Okay. What is sticker shock? Sticker shock is you can't believe the price is that much. You gonna go in there with $200 and you gonna get you a good night's sleep. That's gonna. I'm telling you, you're gonna be mad as fish grease. So don't do that. I'm telling you what the average price is right now is about $2,000 for a decent night's rest. Now you may be able to look up and find something if you are going to go for something that is a spring mattress, right? You do want to do your due diligence as far as what? Something called the coil count, right? You want to see which type of springs that it is, right? Because they have what they call hybrid springs, which is those springs are a little bit more flexible in their support. They're also more quiet because of the way in which they're made. They also last a lot longer because of the design in which they are. And I don't have any light bulbs in here right now, but some of these newer ones and the way they're designed. Matter of fact, of course, I'm on Amazon. I should be able to pull up what some of the springs look like for you on one of the diagrams. Let me find some real quick. But my point is you want to basically make sure that you find something that's going to supply you with what you need. So let's go here and find a spring mattress. Matter of fact, this is a hybrid right here. Now, Lull, Lull, is one of my favorite mattress companies. Absolutely one of my favorite mattress companies. And I can tell you why in a second. I'm trying to see if they have they don't have the actual springs shown on the diagram here on Amazon. So I maybe have to find it somewhere else. But I absolutely like theirs. I've slept in theirs several times. I know plenty of people who have them. They are another one of those companies where the bed will fold out from the box and that whole thing. But it is a great night's rest. That's my personal recommendation. I love their mattresses. That's what I'm planning to upgrade to in not so many days, right? So, yeah. So let's get back to this. Okay, so I'll show you this. The other one I was going to recommend, if you're going to spend over $1,000, it would be this one right here. So it's called the Lull Lux Hybrid. Remember, I told you hybrids is something you absolutely want to have. So a hybrid mattress is what? It's a combination of memory foam and the individual wrap springs together. It's going to give you one of the best feels that you're going to experience in the market right now. Okay, so this one is the luxury hybrid feel, and it costs about $1,700. Okay, as you can see, this one is so popular that it's actually going to take about 2 weeks or so to be shipped. That's just my personal recommendation. You ain't got to do that. For a queen size, this one is what, $1,450 right now. Now, if you go on Lull's website, oh, this is not showing you anything that I'm looking at on the screen. My bad. If you go on this website, on that actual website, what you could do is go to Lull's website, and I'll show you that really quickly. And usually, if you're a first-time shopper on some of these sites, what they'll do is they'll give you a discount, right? So what you could do is go to that actual site, and you will see here it's $700 off. Okay, it's $700 off there. So if you wanted to, you could try to see if Amazon could cut you a deal, and maybe they will be able to help you in your endeavor as far as getting a discount. Otherwise, you're going to have to go directly from the manufacturer itself. Okay, so they're always having sales, and so it's good because, of course, you can do a cross comparison and say, okay, I see that this is saying it's $700 off. If I want to go and get a queen size, let's just say I want to get or let's do the luxury hybrid. Let me double check their pricing because Amazon is saying it was going to be $14.50, right? Once I go over here, select my size. Let's go here to the queen size. Let's see. Add to cart. Okay, they're trying to get me to buy something else. Not right now. Okay. So this is the thing. They offer you $14.99, which is a $50 difference if you buy directly from the manufacturer, right? And or you could do payments through a firm for $62.46. Okay, so if you qualify, that's how you'll be able to still get a good night's rest and be able to pay it over time. The difference could be, right, that Amazon may not offer a lifetime warranty. Amazon may not offer a 365-night stress-free trial. And so those are the things that you pay attention to when you are shopping. Those are huge deals. Why is a lifetime warranty a huge deal? Because if you don't like it and you need to change it, if something messes up, if the side come apart, if anything is wrong, you can go back to them. They will ship you another one. You will send that one back, or they might have somebody come out and get that one from you, and then you will go from there. Okay? A lifetime guarantee and a 1-year trial are huge deals when you're trying out something brand new, especially for your body, because your body has muscle memory in it, which means it remembers what it lays in most frequently. Okay? So if you're not accustomed to it, that's why your back be hurting when you leave certain hotel rooms, because your body is trying to get adjusted to what you're laying in, and it's not accustomed to that feel. It might be accustomed to your mattress that you may have had for the past 20 years or something, right? So most of us, our beds are handed down to us from our parents. We might buy something inexpensive while we're in college, and we take that with us until we end up getting married or whatever. The truth of the matter is you want to be looking at getting a new bed every 10 years. Okay. I say every 7 to 10 years, you want to be looking at getting a new bed. Okay. If you're going to do it the right way. All right. If you're gonna get a good night's rest the right way, right, then you want to be getting something new every 7 to 10 years. What's best for adjustable bases? Okay, I'm glad you asked this question. I understand that for sure. I play the drums every Sunday, so you talking to the right one, sir. So, she says, I have an adjustable base. What's the best mattress for that? That would be a memory foam mattress would be the best one for that. And the reason being is because if you keep the springs on and adjustable for an extended period of time, you tend to run into issues where one of the coils or one of the springs has the propensity to pop out because it's sitting kind of weird at that particular angle, or it might get like crunched, or it may become broken because it's not really strong to last that adjustment over a long period of time. Usually they're built to have pressure on the top down, but not necessarily from the bottom up, where the adjustable sits most of the time. So if you're going to plan to get an adjustable base where you can move the head and the foot, unless you're doing a sleep number, which is a whole different conversation, right? What base do you recommend for the Lowe's Hybrid? Okay, so now for the Lowe's Hybrid, you could get, I would do either metal or I would do completely solid wood across. So when I say solid wood, what I mean is basically, okay, I'll do this. So you see how the back of my iPhone is, right? The back of my iPhone, let's just say it's this piece here would technically be your solid wood piece, right? So you want it to be completely flat. You don't want it to be any separation at all. And you want it to go all the way from the foot all the way up to the headboard, right? So you want to make sure that bottom part is solid, is durable. And again, being a person who a little bit bigger like me, you want to make sure that support is going to be solid from head to toe. Especially if you're going to sit on your bed, right? You don't want to sit on the side of your bed and your whole thing come apart because it done broke, right? So I've been there too. I understand that. I ain't ashamed to say it. I got pictures to prove it. So I know what that is. It's not about it being embarrassing. It's about you having a good night's rest and being confident that when you get up out of your bed, you're gonna be good. You ain't gonna be, you ain't gonna be breaking nothing. So, let's see, lower mattress. Oh, sleep number. Let me go over sleep number with you real quick, and then if you want me to do this again, then we'll do this again next week. It's no problem. Uh, uh, but oh, that was the other thing. No matter what they say on that label, they're going to say, we got the coolest mattress. We got the. It doesn't work like that. The only way you're going to be able to have direct coolness from a chemical substance is if you have a ventilation system in the actual mattress build. I'm going to say that one more time. I don't care how cool they say the mattress is. I don't care how, don't spend more money based on the coolness. They're gonna sell you on the coolness factor. The coolness factor is made up of several elements, but ultimately it's the ventilation system of the mattress. It is not the chemical material. When I say chemical material, whether it's gel, whether it's gel memory foam, gel infused memory foam, whether it's a standard memory foam, none of that really is helping you with the coolness factor. The coolness factor is going to have to do with the breathability of your sheets, right? The breathability of your sheets. It's also going to have to do with your pillow. It's also going to have to do with if you use sheets on your pillows and the breathability of that, right? And if the mattress, when you lay on it, has a ventilation system that goes across the bottom. Every mattress has a ventilation system. The better the ventilation system design, the better it is that you're going to be able to maintain your temperature while you are sleeping. Now, sleep number, as much as people hate on sleep number is one of the best choices, right, for getting a good night's sleep. And I'll tell you why. And I'll go over some of the benefits for you really quickly. Okay, so I'll show you sleep number. And then, of course, yes, you should be rotating your mattress every 6 weeks, right? So that means where your feet are normally, that needs to be rotated every 6 weeks. You need to be rotating your mattress. Now, me, because I worked in the store, I rotate mine like every 3 weeks, right? So because if they telling me do 6, I'm doing half of that because I want to make sure I'm good. I don't want to have no issues, no problems, none of that, right? So it won't sink too much on one side. It won't be too difficult for you to adjust as far as that's concerned, because you're going to have that solid box spring. You're going to have the solid support and foundation, and then you're going to be able to turn that mattress around and get going as you need to, right? So I recommend, me personally, switching that around at least once a month. A standard is 6 weeks, right? I say do it once a month. So that way you don't forget. Every 30th of the month or the last day of the month, whatever that month is, just turn the mattress around, right? Don't flip it over, though. I know people that used to get the double-sided mattresses back in the day. Do not. Double-sided mattresses are not, they're not even in right now, unless they came out with some new technology to help you with compression on the bottom side, which would be weird. Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation for another day. But yes, so don't let them upsell you, nothing about how cool something is and how, listen, if you're a warm-blooded person in a hot room in the summertime, your bed is going to sleep just as hot as any other mattress, I promise you. What you're going to need to find is Egyptian cotton sheets, right, with a thread count that's at least over 300 thread count. Now, 3,000 thread count and all that other stuff, that's kind of a unnecessary amenity, right? As long as you get over a 300 thread count, and you got Egyptian cotton sheets for those who sleep hot, though, that would be the best bet for you. Okay, pillowcases, same thing. I recommend those as well. Okay, so I'm gonna show you sleep number, and then I'm gonna get out of your hair. Okay, I said I was gonna be on here in an hour, so we're doing good with time. Let's see. There we go. Now, why do I say that sleep number is one of the better options, right? The better bang for your buck. It's because sleep number usually is going to give you And I'll show you what I mean by this. Sleep Number already has built-in properties to it, where the price that you're paying, even though it can be a little bit more pricey, right? The price that you're paying is because you're getting the adjustable base. You're getting the ability to change one side of the bed versus the other side of the bed when you're getting a split king mattress. Um, um, or they have what's called a flex top king mattress, which is where they have both of these sides at the bottom here, right? And the bottoms are able to be adjustable on that particular side. They come out with a crazy technology for that. But this price of $2,749, usually you're not going to be able to get that quality of sleep for less than $5,000, right? And that would be with Tempur-Pedic. So they have other ones. Now, if you're a person who's hypoallergenic and you need to have stuff that's vegan and all those other things, then they have companies for that as well, right? And you just look up hypoallergenic mattresses or vegan mattresses. When they say vegan, what they mean is they didn't have to kill an animal to build the materials from. They were able to do that based on a plant-based mattress, right? So if you are an animal lover, then if you don't want to be laying on something because you worried about that could have been your dog, that could have been your cat, that could have been something from the zoo, then we understand you and we want you to go with something that is plant-based as far as the materials to build and design that particular mattress. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, so they have the options, right, for those. And I want to show you this too. This is something really, really cool that you'll be able to see here as well. This particular base that they have is called a 3 Smart base. It's called a Flex Fit 3 Smart base. And what it is you basically have the ability to adjust the head and the feet. You have additional lumbar support, right? Now, why would you adjust your head? Just for those who are curious, what would you lift your head up for? Well, lifting up your head actually helps to decrease the volume of snoring. Okay, I'll go over sleep aids next week too. Just remind me because I had to purchase some myself, and I highly recommend the one that I got because they're great, right? So most people think, oh, for watching TV. No, it's actually helping you to sleep better. Why? And I'll tell you this, while you're looking at that diagram, all of us should technically be sleeping on our backs, right? The cool part about the adjustable is it allows you to sleep on your back, but you're technically, when you adjust the head and the foot, you're going to be sleeping like you would be on your side, right? Like curled up in that position. And that has to do with psychology as well as it has to do with comfort. We'll talk about the psychology of sleeping next week, maybe as well. But we should all be sleeping on our backs. Why? Because your body wasn't designed for long periods of time of laying on your sides, right? Not necessarily. And so it's going to alleviate the pressure off of your shoulders, off of your hips, off of your knees, and elevating your head is going to make sure it lifts up your neck area so that you're not cutting off your circulation as far as breathing is concerned. And then your feet, it also has a foot warmer in it as well. So I told you, if you wanted a great night's sleep, you're going to have to spend like a super, with all these amenities and all these bells and whistles that they would call it, then you would be looking at $5,100. Okay. So I just want to show you that there are levels of sleep that you can. Now, if you were able to get the financing for that, that would be $152 a month for 36 months financing. It's not bad. If you're asking me, would I purchase this? Absolutely. Now, would I purchase this over getting a Tempur-Pedic mattress? Absolutely not. But that's because Tempur-Pedic is like the gold standard of the entire mattress industry, practically. Now you have a little bit more, right, that you could spend with like a McCroskey bed, which is that gets up into like the $20,000. You start getting custom made bed sizes. If you was like Shaquille O'Neal or whoever, then that's a different circumstance and a situation. But if you're getting a standard size mattress and you're wanting to get a great night's sleep with all these bells and whistles I just showed you, you're looking at about $5,000, right? So on average. Now they have some that are 10, 15, 20,000. It has practically the same features. The only thing you'd be switching is the mattress itself, right? So it just all depends on what it is that you're looking for. Now, my wife, she would be in heaven with this because it has a foot warmer. Her feet get cold at night like drinking water. So so she would be in heaven with a foot warmer. I would be mad as fish grease because I'm hot all the time. So so for us, it would be a better option to get like a split king, right? Where it's split down the middle. And then, that way we can adjust them individually and be comfortable. It also has a built-in massager in there as well. And that's usually to give you a light sense of relief. And it's not necessarily that it's going to do like you sitting in a chair or going to the actual massage and they're doing all the kneading, like with the elbows or with the hands on the pressure points. It's more so a light vibrational massage that you basically feel on your back just as a sense of comfort, right? So the last thing I'm going to show you, we got the 2-minute warning here. The last thing I'm going to show you is this company here. I want you to understand one thing about these beds. Okay, so this is a company here called Restoration Hardware. It's rh.com. I want you to walk me down the street with this company really quickly. And what's going on, my guy? I'm just helping the people of God. They asked me to come on here and give them some expertise about how to purchase their next mattress. So I'm just taking some time here and showing them how to do so because I used to be in sales in the mattress game. Praise the Lord. So with those adjustable bases like we were talking about, if you're buying an adjustable base, right, you want to make sure this is a website here, and I'm gonna go to the mattress in a second. I just like the display. It's pretty fly, right? But let's go to bed, okay? Let's go to beds. Let's see, bed collections. Let's go here to beds itself. All beds. Let's go to all beds. Now, Restoration Hardware is one of the more expensive places that you're going to purchase these type of headboard frames, these things of this nature. I want you to see this so you're not in sticker shock again. You'll understand what the market is saying and dictating is the price for these headboards. So I'm scrolling through, and as you can see, most of these that we're looking at, you probably can't see it as good as I can, but some of these are $4,400, $3,600. If you are a member, then what they do is give you about $1,000 off, right? And you might have the option of getting clearance, things of that nature, okay? When I used to work for the mattress company, sometimes people were spending upwards of like $15,000, and the reason being is because they were buying these headboards, these frames. These are considered to be luxury craft frames and headboards, things of that nature, okay? So I just want to show you this. This is like a luxury option. This is not going to be in your typical store. You might be wondering, well, why would I spend this versus spending whatever with buying the one that they got in the store or ordering one from Amazon or whatever the case may be. Usually it is because of the white glove service that you're going to receive. They're going to put all this together for you. If you live up a lot of flights of stairs, that's going to be a benefit and a benefactor to you. If you're trying to purchase something where the warranty is going to be better, that's why you'd be purchasing something like this. If it breaks, they're going to come out and fix it or replace it at no additional charge, right? Typically. So these are just different options just to show you if you live in like in the Stockton, Modesto, Tracy area. Hi, Auntie Erica, I love you. If you live in those areas, right, then I highly recommend going to, what is the name of that store? Furniture City. Furniture City is great. They have great options. Their stuff can be a little bit pricey. You can negotiate at times with the sales guys. I've done it before. I mean, they have quite a few options. They are running all the way up from like Modesto, I think Stockton, all the way down like Fresno, Southern California. So they got quite a few options for you there. So I just want to show you that we are at our 1 hour mark. And so I hope that this helped you today. I will be back on later tonight talking to you guys about this new health and wellness business that I just became a part of as of, what was that, last Wednesday. I became a part of that. Some of you may have received text messages from me saying, what is this? I'm about to go over it tonight so you'll have full depth and understanding as far as what that is. And I'll share the backstory with you and all that. Maybe I'll be able to get the apostle on with me who introduced me to it. And now I'm a part of Kingdom Wealth Group, right? So I'm excited for what God is doing and for what he's speaking. And I just want to be a person who helps out those who are in need. This is what ministry is. We meet the needs of the people, right? So I love y'all. Share this with somebody who was able to, if they weren't able to get on live, then they can catch the replay. And we'll start doing this probably once a week where we'll talk about let's go shopping, right? We'll talk about shopping for different things. I'll start maybe even bringing other people on who got different levels of expertise. And we will start unpacking this weekly, right? So if we can do it on Tuesday every week, then I'll try to do it on Tuesday every week. It may not be at the same time, but we will try to be consistent with the day, all right? So, again, I love y'all. I'm praying for y'all. I'm excited. And I'll see y'all later tonight after I get done at dinner. I'm going to go live, and we're going to chop it up about this new business. If you want some more information regarding that, I can inbox you the information. And that's not a problem or issue at all. I'm not the salesy guy necessarily. I can be if I need to be, but that ain't my heart. I just want people to purchase things that they believe in, right? So, and make things better, so it'll be an easier transition. So I hope today helped. We are going to sign out of here, and I pray that you had a great time on Let's Go Shopping, the mattress edition, right? That's what we went over today, is how to buy your next mattress on Let's Go Shopping on the Turning Point TV network. God bless, grace and peace.